Move over drone gate, shadow gate, footprint gate, breath gate, not even vape gate can stand up to this one. I'm calling this one Flatzoid is claiming he was not formally invited to participate in the final experiment gate. That's catchy, right? Yes, this one is hard to believe. If I did not have receipts, I'm not sure I would even convince my closest friends of this one. But as has been the case from day one, I always bring receipts.
Uh, Will Duffy never formally invited me.
So let's dive into Flatzoid is claiming he was not formally invited to participate in the final experiment gate. To begin, we need to go all the way back to March of last year, March of 2024. And we released a video on this channel, the TFE channel, called The Final Experiment, The Participants. I am very proud of that video to this day. Keep in mind that this video was released prior to my identity being revealed to the public. Let's watch part of that video now. So this video served as a formal invitation to 24 flat earthers and 24 globe earthers to participate in the final experiment. And then the video shows short clips of all 48 people that I was personally inviting to participate in TFE. And guess who was one of the flat earthers?
There is ample evidence for a globe Earth. There is none for a flat Earth.
First of all, if you know how a sextant works, it can only work of having a horizontal baseline. If you also notice that they use the horizon to set this horizontal.
Flatzoid, who runs the YouTube channel Flatzoid's Perspective, received a formal and official invitation to participate in TFE, as you just saw. So the next obvious question is whether or not Flatzoid was aware of this video and aware that he was one of the lucky 24 flat earthers that was officially invited to TFE. The short answer is yes, but he denies that, as you will see here.
Remember the original 24 invite from Will Duffy? Remember he said he contacted 24 people originally from from the flatter side and whatever to say, hey, you guys are invited for this whole final experiment nonsense thing. Well, anyway, apparently I was one of those 24.
Now let me give you the longer answer as to how we know Flatzoid absolutely knew he was formally invited to TFE. When I made the participants video, I had no idea if TFE would pick up any steam or even work. In hindsight, it did, but I didn't know that at the time. So what I did was I attempted to email each of the 48 on the list. But how do you get an email address for a YouTube personality? Well, I discovered that if you go to a YouTube channel and press more, you get a pop-up window. And in this pop-up window under channel details, you'll see it says view email address. And when you click on that, you are given an email address for that channel. Well, just a handful of the 48 people I invited did not have their email address in their channel details, like Flat Earth Dave does on his DITRH channel. Here is a message I sent to MC Toon on March 25th with the 10 people who did not have their email addresses on YouTube. And you will notice that Flatzoid is one of them. So is it possible that he never saw the participants video on our channel? No, it's not. At the very beginning of TFE, I would send various super chats as a way to get the flat versus globe community to talk about TFE. Again, I had no idea if anyone would even care about what I was creating. And one night I noticed that 4 of the people I invited to TFE were all on the same channel together. It was MC Toon, FTFE, Jaren, and Flatzoid. And I thought that would be a great opportunity to send a super chat about the final experiment. And keep in mind that this is now in May, so long after the participants video had been released, and many weeks of people talking about this. Listen to what my super chat said and pay close attention to Flatzoid's response.
We've got the final experiment, $5. Are Jaren, Flatzoid, McToon, and Craig excited for us to finally reveal tonight what the final experiment is? I'll go first.
Oh, that's coming up.
I'll go first.
Oh, maybe.
So far, you've said that it's going to take place in Antarctica, so I think it's going to be hilarious as you attempt to get us to Antarctica and prove what we've been saying the whole time, that you can't go there. So let's see what happens, how you're going to get us there. Who's going to do the $1 million EPA study? I guess we'll find out. Maybe that will come out tonight on the last final experiment coming soon. You guys, go ahead. Are you excited, Craig?
Yeah, I'm absolutely ecstatic. I've been talking with Neil deGrasse Tyson about it on the secret NASA moon base, because he's cousins with the director of the project. And yeah, going to be live. Oh shit! Sorry, my bad.
We know
we got to wipe everybody's memory. Great,
Mike, go ahead.
All right, so I did a video a week and a half ago saying whatever it is, I'm in. However, I can participate. So I will stand up and say whatever I'm able to do, I'm in completely, because I'm all for experimentation. So if it's in Antarctica, I don't know if I can go to Antarctica. Probably not. But if there's somebody going to be there, I'd love to see it. I want to see them. I'm going to support that. So,
Looking forward.
Flatzoid, you got an invite too, didn't you?
Are you excited about it?
Yeah, very excited because they
You're-
finally
you're
gonna
the
prove,
closest.
Like you said, we're finally going to show that it's a rigmarole to get there, and you're not going to be able to explore freely like you think you can.
Or maybe me and you'll just be there and we'll just be waltzing around. We'll go wherever we want.
So Flatzoid not only acknowledges that he received an invitation, but he says he is excited about TFE. Receipts. Receipts are the name of the game.
Looking
And
forward.
Flatzoid, you got an invite too, didn't you?
So when someone sent me this clip from last week with Flatzoid saying he was never invited, it sure confused me. And the title of this video on Flatzoid's channel is the TFE Duffed Up Lie Special. Check it out.
Well, anyway, apparently I was one of those 24, which is really news to me because I didn't know that I was one of the 24 ever until maybe 2 days ago when McToon the liar had to post it from the guy's side, say, hey, I'm one of the original 24. You know what's weird about that? I was never contacted about this. Will Duffy never formally invited me. But yet everybody's pushing it as I was formally invited and I just decided to not go, which is not the truth. Obviously, if he did formally invite me, I would still have declined. Because, like I said, I have better things to do than worry about a false dichotomy. But the whole principle stands that if you're claiming to have invited someone and you didn't invite them, that's called a lie. It makes me think that with all the people on that list, did he really contact everybody and actually ask them, invite them formally, are they going to go or not? I got a suspicion that's a no. So that's one lie that is already another lie that has crept up to show Will Duffy has lied. So I want to actually contact the people on that list and ask, has Will Duffy actually contacted you to ask you for an invite? Really odd stuff.
So Flatzoid is calling me a liar for saying I invited him and claiming I did not invite him. Well, we all know I did invite him, and he even acknowledged his invitation after my super chat. Well, Flatzoid decided to double down on this and called in to MC Toon's show, and you won't believe what happened next.
What do you got? You got a
And
real
then
question?
Last question I also have for you.
Okay.
Why aren't you just answering me? Did you receive an invite email from Duffy?
Oh, go back to the particular method of invite. So you were invited by having
Can you show me this formal invite, please?
Well, please define formal invite.
Did he email you or not? It's a yes or no question.
Okay. I said if you see Lion, you're out.
I had a simple question. This is why, guys, he changed
And this is your last chance to stop sea lioning.
I asked him a simple question.
He wouldn't stop sea lioning. So I asked him, he said, did you receive a formal invite? I asked him, what is a formal invite? And he won't define a formal invite. So he was sea lioning. Here's the answer, Flatzoid. Your email address is not listed on your channel. Flatzoid, how could he have emailed you when your email address isn't listed on your channel? He couldn't.
It doesn't really.
But Flatzoid, how do you think he was supposed to send you an email, Flatzoid? Please answer in the chat here. How was he supposed to send you an email? Could you just show us where on your YouTube page your email address is? So let's see how dishonest Flatzoid is.
Flatzoid on your.
Here we go. Here's Flatzoid's channel. Everybody can see it. Here's the more. Oh, where's your email address, Flatzoid? It's not there, Flatzoid. But you know what you don't have there, Flatzoid? It's right here for everybody to see. You don't have your email address. So was your email address removed along with the 11 frames you removed, Flatzoid? How do you think Will Duffy was supposed to email you, Flatzoid? How? Just type it in the chat right here, Flatzoid. How was he supposed to get your email address?
Do you think we will have enough time for that?
I mean, I got a screenshot already. So he added his email address.
Oh, you're such a weasel.
What a scumball. I already got the screenshot though, Flatsy. I already got the screenshot of your lie exposed in front of 1,200 people. Right? Flatzoid. What a pathetic attempt that was. So sad. I can't believe
Echoing
you
Empire
actually
says busted.
Wow.
That was lame.
You expected him to send you an email address without having your email address available. And when shown that your email address isn't on there, you on the fly change it. He's gone for days leaning into this, I didn't get a formal invite, while refusing to define formal invite. Then he's like, well, how come I didn't get an email? I show that he doesn't have his email address listed on his YouTube page. So how could he have received an email invite? He could not have received an email invite. And live on the fly, he goes to add it there as some way to try to cover up. Man, so sad. Oh my gosh. All right. Who gets credit? Hold on. That was posted by Micah Ray. Micah Ray, you win the internet today for capturing that typo.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh.
That was fast.
Flatzoid, I'm still a bit perplexed as to why you would make such a big deal about this after our trip to Antarctica was over. And quickly adding your email to your YouTube channel is not a good look because it makes it look like you were trying to act like it was there all along. And I'm thankful that others keep receipts as well and notice that in your haste to quickly add your email, You misspelled it with a K instead of an L. I do like alliteration, I always have, and so this one, Flatzoid, is definitely a phenomenal fail. Almost hard to believe. By the way, Flatzoid, you are probably wondering how I got your email address for our discussion on modern day debate. I'm actually in a private Facebook group of Globers, and I just asked them recently on November 19th if any of them had your email address, and Peter Markley replied, who I know you now know, and he gave it to me. And if you missed it, watch my discussion with Flatzoid on the Modern Day Debate YouTube channel. We agreed to discuss predictions prior to the Antarctica trip, and Flatzoid refused to make any predictions. And we now know why. You cannot make accurate and testable predictions based on something that does not exist. And since a flat Earth does not exist, flat earthers will not make the same types of predictions that the globe side will. They can't. A flat Earth prediction is as silly as trying to predict and test sun elevation angles on Tatooine, or temperature variations on Arrakis, or snowfall on Krypton. When flat earthers refuse to make testable predictions, this is why. You do not want to miss our next video in the Final Experiments series. This series will cover all of the experiments and testing and observations we made on our trip to Chile and Antarctica. The next one is the South Celestial Pole, something Flatzoid is on record saying would confirm the globe. So Flatzoid, are you ready to admit the globe is real? Bye, everyone.
Looking
And
forward.
Flatzoid, you got an invite too, didn't you?
Are you excited about it?
Yeah, very excited because they're
You're-
finally
you're
gonna
the
prove,
closest.
Like you said, we're finally going to show that, yeah, it's a rigmarole to get there and you're not going to be able to explore freely like you think you can.